Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Amazing Seller Podcast. This is episode number 744. My name is Scott Volker, and I'm here to help you build a future-proof business so you can create the ultimate freedom. But, there's always a but, you have to take this information and take action and become the amazing seller of your life. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's do this. All right, guys. Well, in today's episode, we are going to be talking about how to add an additional $1,000 or more of passive income to your brand. And I'm going to share with you the 4-step plan on doing this. And this is, this is timely because I am actually going through this process, or I will be going through this process with Brand Creators Academy. If you guys have not heard, we just opened literally the time that I'm recording this, which is going to be the day before it airs, is we are opening, and we already did Brand Creators Academy, and we're already 50% full. We're only accepting 100 founding members. So if you're at all interested, now would be the time to head over and check out brandcreators.com and you can get all the information. If we are closed, this page will then redirect over to our free training, and there will be a download there for you so you can do this evaluation of your current brand and then validate if it even has the potential to build a brand. Last episode in 743, I went through the 3-step validation process and really how to create your own roadmap. And it's really similar to what I went through in the video training. So again, if you missed that episode, you're going to want to go over to 743, or I'll just link it up in the show notes to this episode. All right. So really excited. Like I said, today was officially the day that we opened, and I'll tell you what, the feedback already just from people coming in, the excitement of these founding members has just been off the hook. It is just amazing. I'm fired up. They're fired up. And we're going to be getting busy here really, really soon. And really what I'm going to be talking about today is really the base of how we are setting up these businesses. Now, since I started talking about this whole brand building thing, especially in the past week and a half, I've had people reach out and say, Scott, I just want to find a product or two and sell them on Amazon. And I'm like, we need to rethink that. I'm okay with you finding a product or two, but please, please, please make sure that you can do the other things into building a brand. And what I mean by that is, can you go out there and create additional traffic sources and revenue streams? Can you do that? And then I get some people that say, Scott, I don't want to sell on Amazon right now with my own physical product. Can I still go out there and use this brand building method that you're talking about? And the answer is absolutely 125% yes. Yes, you can. And if I was starting over again, which I did an episode on that recently as well, this is exactly the approach, because the products will fall into place as we start to build this thing out. And as I take you through this 4-step plan here today, you're going to see what I mean. So whether you're trying to build a $1 million company, or if you're just trying to get your business up off the ground where you can make a few $1,000s per month, you're going to want to pay attention to this. If you're a 7-figure seller right now and you're only on Amazon selling, you definitely need to apply this to your business right now. Number one, it will diversify your revenue streams. It'll diversify your traffic. And I actually had someone say this morning, I was doing a Facebook Live, and they said, what if I just want to drive traffic to my Amazon products? Will this help? And the answer is absolutely yes. But the side benefit is, and there's a lot of them, is you're going to also create these assets that give you the control. And also it opens up more opportunity to really test more products without you having to outsource those products right away and source them. So that's what I'm going to be talking about here today. Now, who doesn't want to add another $1,000 or more to their brand? All right. And this is the exact process we're going to be following. What I'm going to cover here with you here in this episode is exactly what we're going to be following in this open case study that we're doing in Brand Creators Academy. All right. So again, if you're interested in that and you haven't joined yet, and if there's any spots available at this time, you probably want to go over and see what that's all about. brandcreators.com. So what I'm basically going to be doing here, guys, is taking you through what I've done in the past in other businesses. I'm talking way back like 10 years ago, and it's funny because it still works now. It's just a little bit different, but it still does work. And this is the same thing that we've applied to the what we call new brand, but it's about 2 years old now and has really allowed us to create some passive income in that brand that we're not relying on just the physical products. Okay. And I'm talking right now, we're getting anywhere from 175,000 to 200,000 page views per month on this brand just by following this process. And what does that equate to? Well, right now on the average between $2,700 to $3,200. So $2,700 to $3,200 right now. And we're actually growing that. We're literally right now focusing on how to grow that traffic from 200,000 page views to 400,000 page views. Because guess what? When those numbers go up, so do the other numbers, and then everything else that's in line. And what I mean by that is, well, whenever we have more traffic on the blog, our email list grows. Like literally, we just added another probably 15 email opt-ins a day because we've increased our traffic over the past month. All right. So that's what I'm talking about here. Everything starts to go up. Our product sales, they're going up, right? Our affiliate revenue, that's going up. Right? So every time that we increase the traffic, everything starts to go up, right? Everything starts to build that momentum, and it generally will come back. If you have things set up properly, you'll generally start to make more money in the business as well and build out these additional assets. All right. So right now, what I'm doing in this very, very early new brand that we're going to be starting here from scratch, I'm about 2 months in. The whole idea is, and the goal is to create $1,000 of passive income in the next 12 months. That's the goal. And I'm going to take you through how that will actually even be possible, the plan that we're going to follow, the 4-step plan. So first off, if I'm looking at the rough plan, I'm going to try and get traffic to about 50,000 page views per month. Okay, 50,000 page views per month. But now, again, let me back up. If you haven't validated your market that you can get that type of traffic, you might be trying to get something that's not even attainable, right? So you have to make sure that you've done this product validation thing that I keep talking about. And again, if you go to brandcreators.com, depending on if we are open or not, you can go there and you can get the resources that we have there for free, or you can join and we'll take you through that entire process. So what we're looking at here is if you do the math right now, and if we're talking about 50,000 page views, and I'm going off of numbers that we're currently getting, and generally at about 1,000 page views, depending on the network that you're using, the ad network, we're averaging about $15 to $18 per thousand. Now that fluctuates. It could be $12 per thousand. It could be lower, but we're averaging, which is crazy, between $15 and $18 right now as it stands. So if we took those numbers and we just said, okay, let's say we get 50,000 page views, that would equate to roughly about $750 in ad money. Okay. And the way that works, guys, is you sign up to an ad network like Mediavine or AdThrive, depending on how much traffic you have. What they'll do is they'll pay you per impressions. Okay. So every 1,000 impressions, you'll get paid. In this case, let's call it $15 or let's call it $10. Okay. So let's just say that's what we're looking at. And that's what we're trying to do. So 50,000 page views is what we're trying to get. Now I've already done the homework. I've already done this research that I know that we can surpass that. I've seen other blogs and brands in this space that I'm talking about that they're getting 500,000, 750,000 page views per month. So I know that the traffic is there. Okay. So if we can get it to 50,000 page views, which I'm pretty confident that we can, that'd be $750 in just ad money. Now that could be a little bit lower, could be a lot higher, right? If we're getting $18 or even $20, it could be even more, right? But I'm trying to show you how I'm thinking and how I'm going to approach this so I can have a target, right? I always talk about you got to set a target. Target is $1,000 a month passively right now. And some might be thinking, well, Scott, it's $1,000, like big deal. Well, I don't know about you. Who wouldn't want $1,000 coming in every single month? And if you get to 1,000, guess what? You probably can get to 2 and you can probably get to 5, right? Because now you're starting to build that momentum. All right. And you can start to open this thing up. All right. And the other thing is, this is where I kind of got this whole idea is I know people right now that are investing in real estate. I just invested in an Airbnb, and I'll tell you what, I spent a lot of money to get that thing up and running. Now it's going to be worth it. It's going to definitely pay for itself. And, we're going to net a good amount at the end of the year for an Airbnb. But a lot of people just buy rentals and hope to turn $350 to $500 net per month. They had to buy the house, maybe even do improvements, get the mortgage, and then hopefully rent it out and not have any problems, right? To make $350 or $500. Well, what if you did this work for the next 12 months and then you got it to where you can generate $1,000 passively? Who wouldn't want that? Right? Like that's better than having tenants, right? Not saying that that's not a good avenue to go down, but it does take a lot more work and a lot more capital to do that. All right. So again, this is how I'm thinking. So $750 in ads. Let's just say in 12 months, we can get it to that, which I'm pretty sure that we can, and probably even a little bit more in just ads, just ads. We don't have to supply anything, no products, no customer service, nothing, just traffic coming in, turns over to the ad networks paying us. Okay. Now, the way I came up with another $250 to make it $1,000 was I'm going to start referring people to products that are in the Amazon catalog. Now, do you realize you can sell any product on Amazon? Doesn't have to be yours, and you can get paid a commission. That's what they call the associate program or an affiliate of Amazon, where you are an affiliate. Okay. And I'm going to go through some of the content stuff on how you can actually do this to where you'll find the people that are looking for this stuff, and then they will buy through your links or at least click through. All right. So how I'm arriving at $250 is this. If I sold a product or referred someone to buy a product for $50 and I earned 5% commission, which the average is between 4 and 8. So let's just go at 5. And if I sold 100 products through my blog of other people's products, by the way, I would make $250. Okay. It's about $2.50. So that's your $250. Now here's the funny thing. If you do that, if you get that many people to go over and buy a product, they probably have other things in their shopping cart. And guess what? When they check out, if you were the last link that they clicked and they check out and they had a treadmill in there for $2,000, guess who's getting that commission on that? You are. Right? So that's the other exciting thing. And around the holidays, this is amazing, right? Like that you can actually get credit for someone else's shopping that wasn't even your product or even one that you referred to. So you see what we just did there? We just opened up this whole other world of how we can diversify our revenue without even adding another product. Okay. So that's how we will arrive at the $1,000. Now there's a lot of things that are going to probably happen in the way, on the way to doing that. There's going to be lessons we're going to learn. There's going to be things that are going to work better than others. Right. But the other cool thing is as we start to make sales through affiliates or affiliate offers, we're also going to start to be aware of what products our market is buying. And then if we want to private label them, now we have real hard proof that people coming through our site are very targeted and they're buying that product. So there's a good chance if I put my product there, they're going to buy it because all I'm going to do is switch it out with mine. Right. So that's how that would work. All right. Now, if you already have products up and running and you're selling on Amazon, do this and base, all of your content around your products, but other products that you might not ever sell. I did an example in the video training that I offered you guys for free, which if you haven't grabbed it, brandcreators.com, it should be there. And I showed you an example that if you sold a kayak for $1,790, I think it was on Amazon, and you got the commission on that at even the low end, it'd be over $70. And then if you went on the high end of 8%, you'd be making about $140. So it's just, if you wanted to recommend 5 or the, best 5 kayaks, and then you give all the reviews about them and everything on your blog, and someone clicked over and bought that, you're getting the commission for that. Okay. So that's how it works. All right. So how do we do this? What's the 4-step plan? I told you guys I was going to give you the 4-step plan. This is the plan I'm going to be following, by the way. All right. Now, first off, number 1 is we want to create a mix of content. And this is with questions and products. Okay. So we start with questions. Well, what does that look like? Well, you would start with something like this. Do bass like cold water? Okay. It's a very simple question, but people have that question and they want the answer. Now you can probably write a 1,500 to 2,000 word blog post about that, even though you would say how, because what you'll do is you'll answer the question and then you'll start talking about the different temperatures of water and different techniques and tricks on why, you want to, fish in certain temperatures of water. And then, maybe some stories that has happened to you or someone that Again, I'm just throwing this out there, but that's what you would do, is you would put out all of this content that's question-based, not how-to necessarily, right? Another one would be, what size drill for ice fishing? I don't even know, but I know now because I started looking, and it's 6-inch, 7-inch, 8-inch is about the norm, right? Because I did a little bit of research when I was getting ready for this podcast episode. All right. So what size drill for ice fishing? Well, do you think if someone's asking that question that they're probably going to be thinking about buying an auger maybe for fishing? Or maybe they're going to buy a machine to do it, and that's about $400 or $500, right? Like, here's another one. What is the best cordless drill for an ice auger? Well, cordless drills aren't cheap, so maybe that's the thing. 5 best cordless drills for ice augering, or ice auger, something like that. Now, the other question, is a 6-inch hole big enough for ice fishing? It's a great question. 7's probably better, but 6 is okay, right? So you see where I'm going with this? So you're going to build out this content. You're going to become the resource in your market. I've said that time and time again. All right. And a great blog post would be 5 best drills for auger ice fishing setup. Right. And as I was doing a little bit of research, I started seeing that people had these ice fishing setups. So you could have that done. You can have people guest post on it. There's so much that we can do, guys. All right. So an example of a product, you can find an auger, which is just the drill itself for like $79. Or you can buy the entire machine for $447. All right. And, you can make some pretty darn good commissions. So like, for example, if you were to sell the auger, it's kind of close to our $50 mark. So we know that we're going to make probably around $4 on that, right? $4 to $5, right? Not much, but it's something. But if we sold the one that was $447, we're going to make over $17, $18, depending on, again, the commission. It could be $20, right? So you see where I'm going here? 5 best drills for auger ice fishing setup would be one of those posts. So we have questions, we have answers, and then we have, best of or best drills, or 5 best drills, or 5 best tackle boxes, right? Or 5 best vests for ice fishing, or whatever. I'm making up stuff, but you get what I'm saying, right? And people will want to see that. We see it in magazines all the time. In photography, we see it all the time. Like 5 best digital SLRs for portrait photography, or 5 top lenses for portrait photography, right? So we see this stuff all the time. All you're doing is you're creating the resource on your platform, on your channel, on your piece of real estate. Okay. That's what we're doing. So again, the 4-step plan looks like this. Number 1, create a mix of content with questions and product based, and you can then start sprinkling in some how-to. Okay. And then number 2, we want to create an email list. Okay. And again, we haven't even started that email list in this new case study that we're doing. We are about to. So we're going to be documenting that and actually sharing that inside of Brand Creators Academy. Again, this is our way of kind of going through this process with everyone in a live atmosphere. So this way here, we can show them what's working, what's not working, but everything as far as how we think about what is the lead magnet that's going to get people to raise their hand, what type of contest would we run, how would we target people, like all of that stuff. It's all being done in there. But the email list is huge, because then what we do is we can email people right away about the new blog post that we just wrote about the 5 best drills for auger ice fishing setup or something, right? Like, that's a way for us to get traffic to that blog post immediately without waiting for Google to index it. Now, while Google is indexing it, it might take 3 months. It might take 4 months. It might take 6 months. Okay. But that's okay, because if we've built that traffic, which is our email list, we can direct those people right over there. And another little tip here, while you're doing that, all right, we're able to also then get people to click through, okay, when we email them to go over to our blog post. Now we can get people to click through to go to Amazon to check out those products that we're recommending. Or, when they go there, they're going to be able to maybe stay on our website longer, which is going to also tell Google that we have a pretty good resource and that they should rank us. So all that stuff goes into the algorithm of Google as well, but that's for a whole nother conversation. But the email list is huge. Okay. And then number 3, choose one of the best, not all of them, one of the best social media channels to amplify the content. This could be Facebook, This could be Instagram. This could be Pinterest. Okay? Any of those. It could be YouTube. Pick a social media channel, only one, to amplify it. Again, we haven't even done this in this new case study yet, but we will be. And we'll be sharing that. And then number 4, rinse and repeat. Like that's it. Okay. Now, does that mean that you shouldn't be thinking of products, or if you already have products, how you can then weave content in and around those products? For sure. Okay. But depending on where you are, this here is going to allow you to start generating that traffic. And the traffic, in my opinion, is revenue. Traffic will open up opportunities. And how awesome would it be that once you start having this traffic, you're able to, number one, get paid for the traffic, but then you also get to test products and see what products people want. And then you can launch only the ones that are already converting on your website through affiliate stuff. Like there's people buying websites right now that have affiliate sales, and then they're taking those products and turning them into their own products and taking something that was only earning 4 or 8% commission to where now they're netting, or they're profiting 30 to 40, maybe even 50% margin on that because they just switched it out with their own product. My good friend Alex over at Travel Fashion Girl did this exact thing. She seen that she was selling packing cubes, a lot of them. And all she did is she created her own version, made them better, switched out the links. Instantly, she's got traffic going to those listings. Instantly. Okay. So that's what we're talking about doing here. All right. And just keep this in mind. Okay. Content attracts the right people in your market. Okay. If someone is searching for best cordless drill for an ice auger, there's a pretty good chance they're fishing on the ice, right? So it's the right person. All right. Content also generates the right traffic. Okay. And not just people in the market, it's the right traffic. Again, keep that word in mind, traffic. All right. We want that. All right. The email list speeds up the traffic process and creates the connection. This is where we get to communicate and stay front of mind. All right. And then affiliate products allow more opportunity to generate revenue streams. All right. So I believe mixing this all together and applying it to our brand is going to speed up this process. So I am really confident that we're going to be able to get this to our target, but I think we're going to actually do better than that. And the other reason is because, well, we've said that we're going to, so we're going to work our butt off in our academy here to really dial this in and get to work. So again, if you are interested in joining us, head over to brandcreators.com. If you're listening to this after we close, well, jump on the wait list. As soon as we do open, we will let you know first. And then from there, we will open it up for a short time and let some new members in. But we are going to be closing it regardless of the 100 founding members, which I'm pretty sure that we will fill all of those spots. We are going to be closing regardless, so we can then focus all of our time and energy on helping those members get results. Because guess what? Our other goal here is to help them get results. So this way here, we can then share their stories and get more interest and really attracting brand creators like yourself to join us in Brand Creators Academy. That is the end goal, helping people get results so we can share them and get people, the right people that want to join our community. All right. So that is the plan. And that's what we plan on doing. And in this brand that I just covered, this brand that we're going to be building out, that brand is going to be our public case study. So again, if you want to join us, we'd love to have you. All right. So guys, if you want the show notes to this episode, head over to theamazingseller.com/744, and you can get all of those over there. And regardless if you join us or not, or if you even apply just a little bit of this, understand this here will give you the leverage. Once you have that traffic, the leverage and the opportunities will start to open up. All right. And I truly, truly believe that. All right, guys. So that's it. That's going to wrap it up. As always, remember, I'm here for you. I believe in you, and I am rooting for you. But you have to, come on, say it with me. Say it loud. Say it proud. Take action. Have an awesome, amazing day. I'll see you right back here on the next episode.